All right. Hello, I'm Nikita.
And I'm Jabri, and you're listening to Be To Have, a podcast about our personal journey that led us to create who we want to be, do things from that place of being to have what we want and need.
Thank you for joining us as we explore several different love and fear based concepts and the experiences we draw to ourselves because of those powerful energies. So today we will get into envy, but before we jump into the topic, how was your week, Jabri? Any epiphanies, any revelations, anything that you want to share?
I feel like I always go first, like always. So
I
I'm
mean,
about
I
to,
could start with my week. That's
yeah, for sure,
fine.
for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
So what did I do this week? I feel like ooh, things at work have really picked up for me. I volunteered for some projects that will take up a lot of my time at work on top of like my day-to-day workload. So that should be interesting, but I kind of asked for more, and I got more. And so, but other than that, like personally, I've been pretty consistent. I've been listening to a lot of Bob Proctor recordings on YouTube, and started reading a new book, Think and Grow Rich, that he recommended, from his little videos on YouTube. I highly recommend anyone to go check him out. He talks a lot about just changing your focus and just being aware of your conscious mind and your subconscious mind and changing your subconscious mind in order to change your life. So, pretty much in a nutshell. How about you?
So that's pretty dope. I think I actually listened to that one episode like two was it I think it was like 2 days or so after you sent it to me, and it was definitely like eye opening and confirmation, and just some of the little nuggets that I got were definitely, like I said, just confirmation that, oh, okay, like this is real, and like what you focus on, you actually draw it to yourself. So definitely more confirmation. But overall, I mean, my week was pretty laid back actually. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've just been on this like listening to my body more, focusing on doing the things that like I need to get done, and not really expending a whole lot of energy on the things that I don't really need to get done. And it's crazy because I'll look around and I'll be like, dang, I did a whole lot, but I'm not like physically or emotionally tired.
Mm.
So yeah, just approaching, task a little bit different um has helped me, yeah, just not feel, just overwhelmed and just, yeah, crazy tired or fatigued or anything. So definitely will be applying those strategies moving forward. um One thing that uh kind of just like stuck out to me this week, and it was crazy too because I was like, man, I think it's because we actually focusing on this topic. I was like, man, I'm being punked. I don't know. But as soon as you said envy, I want to say like Monday. Yeah, Monday. Like a situation showed up for me to be envious to somebody. And I was like,
Mm.
man, see, here we go. Here we go with these exams, you know what I'm saying? I guess this is freaking book one over like lesson, I don't know, lessons 1 through 10, but here we go. So that was definitely, I want to say definitely, like, yeah, I saw it, and I like looked at it and I examined it, and I was like, okay. All right. So I'm gonna go on this journey. And so that occurred Monday, and like I literally feel like that energy, like I didn't actually like clear that energy until about Wednesday.
Mm.
And we'll go into it a little bit deeper, but I don't know if it was okay, an opportunity for me to like look at envy for what it really is, and just have that example for us to talk about over this podcast. But it also like brought out some more pain bodies that
Mm.
we can definitely go into and explore. But overall, um good week. I had to get regrounded with you Tuesday. But yeah, overall good week. Really, really good week.
Nice, nice, nice. Glad and happy to hear it. So we can go ahead and jump into the topic, Envy. You kind of introduced us a little bit. I guess just not really going into it, but just like how it showed up for you this week. It actually didn't show up for me this week, but I wanted to start it off by just talking about the difference between envy and jealousy because there is a difference. So, envy is a natural emotion, it's actually an emotion that you feel that is almost like a motivator. So, when you feel envious, you feel like you want to reach that next level, or you see something your higher self may be telling you, hey, look at that over there. And you are not jealous that they have it, but you want that too. You want that for yourself. And envy, it definitely gives birth to creativity, and it gives birth to growth opportunities. Jealousy, on the other hand, that is more of a fear-based emotion, and you know it's jealousy when you feel like you want that person, whoever you're, being jealous of, you want them to lose whatever good thing that they have going on for themselves, or you want them to fail in whatever, experience or situation that they're dealing with. That's the difference between envy and jealousy. Jabri, did you want to add on to that?
So it's actually funny that you kind of touched on that definition because when that opportunity presented itself, that envious opportunity presented itself, I actually like went to Google Dictionary like and was like, what is envy? I mean, like, obviously, like I read the book, so like I understand, like my
Of
higher self
course.
understands, but I was like, let me go like elementary on myself and just make sure that like
Webster. You went
yeah,
to ask Webster.
man, I was like, let me make sure that this is actual, envy, and I'm being envious and I'm not being jealous. And one thing that that I do want to kind of add to it and point out is that envy being a motivator, right? So I saw it kind of like as a motivator, but I also saw it as a way to kind of like pick myself apart for not necessarily showing up as like the higher version of myself in the experiences similar to what I was being envious of. So yeah, it's definitely different than jealousy. Like I didn't say, oh well, why, like, ooh, I hope this happens to that person. It was more of like, dang, like for real, you got this and you got it this way, and I
Mm-hmm.
tried that same way, but
Mm-hmm.
my results was not like that. My results was not like that at all.
Yeah, so definitely on track. And I would say like another thing that I'll add to it is like when you feel like that bitterness and like those, nasty lingering emotions that can come from jealousy. Envy, it just, you get that feeling of wanting to do more, wanting to do better, wanting to get to that next level in your life.
Mine also
So,
kind of showed up as a little bit, well, I don't know, because I wouldn't necessarily say desperation, but it also like pointed out to me that like I actually really, really need to pour a little bit more into myself as far as, like you said, earlier, that grace, and then, just being patient with myself. So,
nice. Well, I mean, we can jump right into it. So, can you think of any times that you've been envious recently, or did you want to share what happened this week and we can kind of talk through it?
yeah, so what happened is one of my employees that I've been kind of developing for, oh my goodness, like 2 years, developed her into the lead of one of my high like throughput labs, and she's been doing like an amazing job. She actually relocated. from the Houston area to take like the job as like an analyst. Like I hired her, like interviewed her, loved her, hired her as an analyst. She did amazing, and she's just overall just a really good. She's a rock star, right? Not a rising star. She's a rock star, and she's hella consistent. So fast forward to now, we get we get approval to manufacture one of our top selling products. And so with that, I have to grow my group, right, to be able to support all of the work that it has to do with testing to release this product. So open a supervisor position, and obviously, like she's pretty much a shoe in for the role because I've been developing her, for this role. But got to go through, the formalities of everything, interview her, all that good stuff. So have her interview, and she's dressed up, not like suited and booted, but like she's dressed up more than she dresses up, just normal day to day. Which I'm glad she did that because if she would have been big headed, she would have just came as she was, and I'd have been kind of looking at her like, what, like we do, you ain't taking it serious. But as a part of that, like she, like puts on, her jewelry, makeup, whatever. So I noticed as we're talking, I think she either went to like move her hair or like grab something. No, she went to push up her glasses because she wears glasses and they thick as fuck. And so she was like pushing up her glasses. And I saw her big ass wedding ring. And I mean, like, it's like Cardi B, like that shape. Yeah, it's like 2 carats. I mean, it's huge. And I was like, Ashley, I was like, so stop. Like, for real, for real, for real, stop. Um, we gonna pause this interview. When did you get engaged? And she was like, yeah, took a vacation and he did it, on the vacation, which was like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, but I've seen,
Oh,
yeah, I'm like, but I've seen you. I was like, this is like a pivotal moment in your life and you didn't tell me. And she's like, well, like I didn't want to really like make a big deal. And like, I think I'm just going to get a black ring because like everybody's seen it and like everybody's had the same reaction. And I'm like, yeah, because it's a big deal. Like this dude, actually like took the time out to like look for something and he didn't get you like a Rudy Poo something. Like he actually like got you, something like really, really nice. So, you should be proud. She was like, yeah, but I am, like I was like, oh, okay. So I was ecstatic for her. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the initial, reaction. I'm like, dang, like, you moved here and like the person, the guy that she was talking to at the time was supposed to move with her, but he ended up breaking up with her. So like the first like 2 months, I want to say like 2 to 3 months, like she was almost crying every day at work because it was very traumatic or whatever. To now, fast forward to now, like you have this awesome person, you got promoted to an awesome role, in last May. You're probably getting ready to get promoted again. Like good things are happening to you. So I was like basking in that moment, and then envy freaking like crept in. So I was like, now you met this dude offline. You know what I'm saying? Like in like 3 months, like y'all done already moved together. And like 6 months later, 9 months later, like y'all engaged. Like, dang, like I want
hold
that.
up. I've been online too.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
was like, what the? I was like, how?
Which date night were you on? Because
Yeah, I was like, how you getting these results? You know what I'm saying? And then I wasn't really pissed off, but I was like, I looked at like my situations, and but I mean, I've had horrible situations online and also horrible situations in real life. So I was like, okay, so that's not it. But I was just still like, dang, like here I am, the age that I am. And yeah, I did that rodeo once, and I'm not saying that like that's where I want to be, but I want to be in a successful, and fulfilling relationship with a male. So
oh,
yeah. So I was just like, man, why come I can't have that? And then I had to like really recheck myself and be like, Jabri, are you sure that that's even what you want right now? Like, or is you just getting to a point to where you
see, I think
just,
that's your sponsoring thought, though. I think
yeah,
the initial reaction where you did feel that envy and you were like, "Damn, how the fuck did she do that?" I want that. Like, that's really what you want. And I think that